Over 10 million views for this lasagna. You guys definitely deserve a recipe video. I'm going to start off by adding some oil to a pan, and then I'm going to fry my onions until they're slightly brown. Then I'm going to add my minced meat. I'm using lamb. You can use chicken, beef, whatever you like. I'm going to just break it into small pieces and make sure to cook it until it doesn't look pink anymore. Then I'm going to mix in my seasonings as well as 2 teaspoons of tomato puree. I'm going to cook for a couple of minutes until the mixture is dry, then I'm going to add some vegetables. I'm using sweet corn, grated carrots, and some red peppers. If you don't think this belongs in a lasagna, that's fine, you can skip it, but it was in my viral lasagna video, so I'm going to add it in again today. After cooking for 2 or 3 minutes, I'm going to add a jar of bolognese sauce, give it a mix, and then add some water. I'm going to bring it to a boil, then cover with a lid and let it cook on the lowest heat for roughly 20 minutes. After removing the lid, you can reduce the liquid to your liking, but I'm going to keep it this runny consistency. Now for the bechamel, I'm going to add an equal amount of butter and flour. Cook this on medium heat because you don't want it to burn. When you mix the flour and butter together, it should turn into a paste like this, and then you can gradually add your milk. But don't add all of the milk. I'm only using 1 cup first. Reduce the heat to low, then give it a whisk, add your seasonings, and when it turns more creamy like this, you can switch off the heat. Then you can gradually add your cheese. It's up to you if you want it thick and creamy like this, or you can add the remaining half a cup of milk and make it more liquidy. I'm going for the runnier side today. Now I'm going to boil the lasagna sheets. I've added a little bit of olive oil to the water. I've got 15 lasagna sheets, roughly the size of my hand. I'm going to boil them in 2 batches for roughly 6 or 7 minutes. Now let's layer it up. I'm going to add a tiny bit of bolognese to the bottom of the dish so the lasagna sheets don't stick to the bottom. Then I'm going to add 3 lasagna sheets, some bolognese, as well as a tiny bit of the bechamel, which I'm going to spread out with a spoon, and then I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese. Then I'm going to repeat the process. So basically there's 5 layers of lasagna sheets and 4 layers of bolognese. On the top, I'm going to add most of the bechamel, and then I'm going to add the freshly grated cheddar, as well as a little bit of the remaining mozzarella. Then it's going in the oven for roughly 20 minutes until it's slightly golden. Sprinkle some parsley on top, and then let it rest for about 10 minutes before cutting into it. Here you have the ingredients and measurements. I've tried my best to use both the metric system and the imperial system.